But I, have been staying out there for 6.5 years, with my sex life being the butt of Buddhist jokes. So I thought we should clear some stuff up.
This is Buddha. This is Buddha.
First of all, the sweat and menopause joke was actually written by our daughter. I was helping her move, and we had a long day of moving, and I was having some hot flashes. And we were laying in bed, she said, "Dear God, you smell like sweat and menopause." And Buddha stole it. As for the yeast infection, I never had yeast infection. Let's see, what else does he write about me? Flowers, he never brings me flowers. I've never got, I'm sorry, flowers, ever.
I'm never sorry.
What else does he say about me? Picking on him.
Your vagina is awesome.
You never say that.
I put a nativity scene at Christmas time there, remember? It's all wine, you forgot. It's all wine.
I have to say, when he first started doing stand-up, we were over here one night and we went over to one of the bars, and there was a young couple that had been here to watch the show. And this young girl, she's all excited, and she says, "Oh my gosh," she goes, "what's it like to be married to a comedian?" I'm like, "Honey, he just stood up there and talked about our sex life on stage. What do you think it's like to be married to a comedian? Nothing is private." But she was so excited, she just thought it would be so awesome. And I said, with Buddha, you never know from one day to the next what life is going to be. He's always a surprise, and he's always funny. And I'm so sorry that he's not going to be doing this every weekend. So I'd just like to say thanks to all of you for the ride.
Buddha, 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 Buddha.
Tongue later. By the way, Mrs. Buddha, there ain't no damn crying in comedy.
Let's ring the gift basket.
Oh, by the way, I'm Buddha. I'm sorry is what I'm trying to say. Look at you poor bastards. I can't believe this. I told these comics, I personally invited everybody that's here tonight, except Scotty. He just fucking cried. I had to let him know. No, I personally invited all these guys up here because I told them two things. You're my friends, and I think you're funny. And then after what I saw tonight, I'm hugely disappointed. Hugely disappointed. Let's hear it for Mrs. Buddha. I didn't know that was coming. She was on stage before, but she had to give up the strip club because of the kids. She did get up one night and do a stand-up at Open Mic in Springfield, and it was funny. She made fun of the club owner's chest hair. I oiled it up, and I pissed myself out. It was so funny. And it turns out she's the funny half of the Buddhas. SQ is the last name, in case anybody wants to send me a card or whatever. Or just, cuss at me when you see me in traffic or at the grocery store or whatever. I don't know. And you know, these guys come up here and they got some good material. And I told them, if you guys want to make it a roast, I know it ends up that way when something like this happens. And I wasn't really asking for it, but apparently I was asking for it all these years. All these years. So I really want to thank these guys and gals for getting up here. And yeah, I'm old. I need these damn things.
Uh-oh.
Trifocals. I went from nothing to trifocals. And then there's Jeff Gavetnik, who I can't explain his sight problems, but I appreciate what sight I got. You know, he had implants, and it's not a joke or nothing, but I don't know why I wanted to point that out. Jeff, where the hell are the snack cakes at, by the way? But no, give it up for Jeff. He hosted, and that's the soberest he's ever been on stage, so that's pretty damn good, I think, coming from Jeff. And thanks for the Buddha song. I'll cherish it always. I wish I had it recorded. I didn't know it was coming. I really didn't. And Rob was up here right after Jeff, and I'd never seen Rob perform before, but I knew he did a little comedy, and I thought he was awesome. And he wore his best hoodie. The Illini fucking lost. They got hammered. They got raped by Wisconsin, right? It was in Wisconsin. I didn't see the game, but I saw the score. It was horrible. Anyway, so I'm saying, we're that after that win or something. I don't know. And Trey was up here. He's my buddy. And I don't know about the rest of you, but does anybody else believe he went to college? I believe you drove by a college one day, Jeff, and then they probably heckled you right out of the parking lot before you didn't even go in and register.
Trey, you call him Jeff.
What'd I call him?
Jeff.
Trey. Whatever. You know your name? Your time is done up here. Have some more wine. But seriously, the nativity scene I made in your vagina was awesome. I should have took pictures so you can remember it. You're drinking Diet Coke. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, Catholics. And Amanda was up here, and I probably should, I don't know whether to, just confess to this or not. I was the black guy she slept with. Tim Laffey was up here. Hey, give Tim a hand, because he is probably one of the finest lesbian comics you'll meet. He's coming along real nice. Real nice. And Joe, you pointed out all the great things that were in Troy, Illinois. You forgot that amazing truck stop. Remember? I ate there one time. I think Chris and I, we came back from a gig with Dan Chopin or something, and we stopped in Troy to eat, which was a huge, huge mistake. But I was fine after like 3 days. But the truck, and if you want to, you want to check Joe out. He's a funny guy. He's been at this about as long as I have. We were actually, this is true. We were married on the same day, not to each other. We were the same age. We graduated high school the same year, and which is amazing because I was held back like 3 years, and I know he was held back 4. So I don't know how the math worked on that. But he's a good guy. He's one of my buddies. From the beginnings, when I started doing this, he was doing it just before me, and he's a funny guy. And I'm proud of him, and he is a Golden Gloves boxer, which is why I'm kissing his ass right now, because I'd rather be beat up by this guy here with the beard than Joe. Sorry, I'm sure you Golden Glove box back in the 30s. Back in the 30s. Yeah, that's how they did it in the 30s, man. Rock and roll. I'm sorry, there's no refunds on the show either. But Joe's a good guy, and you can catch him. He does work at that truck stop nighttime, 11 to like about 5 in the morning. You know what I mean, guys? Anyway, nobody got that but me. Kathy Zeman was up here. I met Kathy years ago, and I don't think she remembers because she does have an alcohol problem. But she was doing a show with some other buddies of mine, and I was just there to hang out to support. And she was very funny, and at the time she was a very dirty comic. So it was actually cleaned up tonight. It really was. And I've had a lot of fun with her the last few months of getting to know her better. And it's too bad we're not going to be hanging out a lot. But I'm going to come support, the comics best I can. Except for Scotty. I just And Kathy, you know, is if you look up in the dictionary, if you look up camel toe, her picture's there. Seriously. Oh, come on. All of a sudden they're on your side. They barely liked you 20 minutes ago. And then there's my buddy Mike Mayberry. He did drive all the way from Louisville. I did invite him. I figured he would say no because I would have said no to him. I have no desire to go to Kentucky. Oh man, and yeah, Mike was here, and you know, everybody made fun. When he did live here, he did live in an Oldsmobile area. He was homeless by choice. He had a job, but that's what he wanted to do. He lived off the land. He made cabbage or whatever in an empty field, and some other green stuff that you could inhale. And his credit score is up to 13 now, so that's why he's able to move out of the Oldsmobile, and, you know, and so it's good to have him here. Thank you for coming, Mike. And then there's Scotty, the Geddy Lee of comedy.
Yeah.
He looks like Geddy Lee from Rush. You country fans can go pee right now or something. The rock and roll band Rush. He looks like Geddy Lee, and I mean Geddy has more teeth, yes, but Scotty is. He's a good dude. I like him a lot. Then there's Gonzo, who really, I know, don't say it. I know you guys are saying under his breath and rather your breath, not his. Can I get some more vodka? No, Gonzo's a good guy. He's been very supportive of getting people in this club and of Chris and of me and other local comics. He gives us advice. He's been doing comedy since the 40s, I don't know. I mean, he started right after he got out of school. He moved out to San Francisco to get in the music scene, and turned out he went to a wrong open mic, and it turns out he was funny, but he can't play guitar with a shit. But he is funny. He's funny. He's a good guy, and I call him the unofficial mayor of this town, and I also call him the retarded Haywood Banks. Haywood was just here a couple weeks ago. And come back tomorrow night because shit will get funny. Bob Zaney's here, and I just want to plug that for the club. And you know, I thank everybody, my family for being here, my daughters, my adopted daughters, and my lesbian son, Reed. Where'd he go? I don't really have any sons. It's all girls at my house, which is why I went bald, I guess. And Nixon was here with her baby. She's done some comedy before, and she's over there burping right now. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be liquid if you do that too much. It's going to come out liquid. And these girls right up front have been real quiet and enjoying the show. They're sisters. They live in Lincoln? Middletown. Oh, braggers.
Oh, wow.
We live in Middletown. Population 9. Who the hell's minding the store if you're here? But anyway, these girls have been local comedy fans, which you don't see a lot. People want to come see the headliners, you know, and then Dr. Gonzo, he'll be headlining next week, right?
I hope so.
You hope so. Again, we'll get Chris drunk and it'll all be good. And somewhere along the way, I probably got real jokes. I really do. And I don't usually use these glasses a lot, but I can't see with a shit. That's what happens when you 43. Mark that down, write it down somewhere. That's when shit falls apart on age 43. You know what I'm talking about? He knows what I'm talking about because he's like 72, but he only looks like he's about 68. Or 71. Thank you all for coming out, and everybody's, you know, they talked about me, and so now you know I'm Buddha, even though I sat up in this rocking chair earlier because Tim Laffey's, he's trying to get my wife's pants, so I had to make sure shit was legit up here. You know, keep things under control. I'm also security on the weekends. And Chris owes me like $600 in security work. But my name is Buddha, and I, ladies, am a stud muffin. Woo! Yeah. I'm 30% stud and 70% muffin. Thanks for laughing at my obesity. I appreciate it. And some people call me Maurice, even though I specifically told them to call me the gangster of love. I'm sorry, I like the 70s. That's Steve Miller Band. It's a good band. And I hope everybody does have fun tonight. I hope everybody does Wing Chun tonight, except Scotty Harris. But think about this, if everybody does Wing Chun tonight, there will be no Chung to Wing tomorrow night when Bob Zaney's here. I know, but it makes as much sense as that song does. I never got that song. All right, good night. That's what you do when you need a drink. Little tip here. If you ever want to do comedy, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. You guys are, pardon me? Oh, what do we got here?
Oh, good night.
Here's to everybody. That's the good vodka, wasn't it? Jeff, don't mess around.
He splurged because he loves you.
I actually appreciate you doing that, Jeff, because I don't have to trim the nose hairs later. They just fell right out. Tingles metal. That was good. What was I drunken about?
Play the guitar.
I play the guitar. I have a guitar at home. I do. And it's got like this much dust on it. I want to learn. My kids chipped in and got it for me for Christmas last year. And they're sitting over there right now going, that's the worst fucking $80 I've ever spent. Because he's never touched it. I just play Smoke on the Water.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Play it. Play it.
It's not the right guitar.
Oh, yeah.
I can play it on my guitar.
Oh, yeah. Fine. Use one string.
I'm left-handed when it comes to playing guitar too, so it just won't work.
There's no buttons on that one.
That vodka was really good. Highly recommend it, I really do. Oh. You know, a lot of women though over the years, they've said I have a face for porn.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a penis for radio. Thanks, ladies. Got my daughters, look at my wife. My kids, man, kids are hard to raise. They really are. In this economy, my God. Here's the deal. Economy's rough, gas prices are up and down, and food costs more than ever. Don't go by looking at my stomach. Really, I know how to make good money in my day job, okay? But just don't judge me on fried chicken and stuff. But it's tough to raise kids in the economy and have a family. And I really, I had to have a meeting with the kids the other day, and they're packing their bags soon. It's like, hey, I'm real sorry, you guys. It's been a lot of fun, but due to budget cuts, I'm gonna have to let you go. 8th grade, whatever. You guys got kids?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. 4 people are happy they have kids. 92 people in this room. All right, I'm not very good at counting.
Nice try.
Yeah, nice try. Yeah. Do you remember people, especially people like in 30s and 40s, remember the original Nintendo game?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that? It would freeze up in the middle of whatever you were doing, you know, whatever you were playing, Mario Brothers or whatever, and you'd have to flip the lid open, and blow right into the console. Remember that? And then it would work again? Well, I found out that it doesn't work on women. This is weird.
Diamonds do.
Diamonds do. Again, the funnier half of the Buddha comedy team. When I was doing this, I felt like I was the old man of the group of comics doing this. Scotty's, you know, when I met him, he was like 15, I don't know. No, seriously, he's only like 22, 23. Funny little bastard. Can you believe this, Jeff? Yeah, he's already funnier than you and I put together. But pound for pound, we could probably take you. But even though he is a trained wrestler. I forgot what I was talking about. I got thinking about Scotty and his wrestling outfit. I've seen pictures. No, when I started, I was like, I need to look a little younger. I used to have a little more hair on the sides and a full-on goatee. I shaved some hair off and on the sides and went with the bald look. And I looked in the mirror when I was all done with that. And there you go. And I looked in the mirror and I was like, oh shit, you look like a penis. I look like a penis. I look like a this. It's not funny. I have to go through life every day like this. I can let it grow out, but I don't want to buy razors. But anyway, Diane, do you think I should shave the scrotee? It's just me.
Now you're in trouble, Chris and Zane here.
Who's here?
Chris and Zane.
Chris and Zany are here. Bob Zany's in the house. Hi, Bob.
Hey, man.
Chris Fire. Chris owns the club, and he's the nighttime janitor too.
Did you really scare people they don't want to fucking sit up here?
This is my imaginary friends, Robert.
They were afraid my teeth were gonna hit them. They'll get that, don't worry.
That's what happens when you're the blowjob king.
Bob, you want to do some if you want to do some time, Bob, I'll give you like 5 minutes and that's it.
That's it?
Yeah. You want up there?
Your new shit?
Yeah, Bob Zany, Bob Zany, Bob Zany.
You gotta bail me out, man.
Relax. And this is your last show, right, ever?
Yeah.
Thank God. Anyway, I don't know how to tell you. And sit down like Ollie Joe Prater. You have no idea who that is, do you? You have to learn the history. I'm so excited to be here. I'll tell you what. I came in from Havana. We did a show there, but they said, Bob, there's a chance you might be able to come up here.